And as you can see, it is Thursday nights, Channel 5, as the old chant used to be. I don't even know what channel this is on in the UK, but we are in the true UCL, the only UCL that really matters this season. Come on, let's be real. No one cares about the Champions League. No one cares about the Europa League. It's all about the Conference League. The Conference League is where it's at. And today, Chelsea Football Club are facing Belgian Giants, Gent. You heard it here first. Gent. Gent, who are seventh, who were seventh in their league, seventh in the Belgian league, which I think equates to about maybe championship level, maybe a little bit higher than that. I don't know, but it's definitely a game that we should be winning. And you can imagine there's going to be quite a lot of changes to the lineup. This won't be a first team. We know that Lavia, Palmer, Chilwell, someone else are not in the squad for the games. Maybe Fernandez, I'm not sure. So let's have a look at the teams. Kickoff is in 18 minutes. Spurs have just beaten a team away. I'm not sure what team that is. Looks like Fenerbahce, but it's not. Maybe they're Hungarian. I don't know. Okay, here we go. So starting 11 in goal as expected. Number 12, Jorgensen. He's the cup keeper this time round. Robert Sanchez very shaky at the weekend, so it's going to take, I think, quite a few bad games for anything to change in the plans. But let's be real, I'm not a big Robert Sanchez fan. I think he's had a much better season this year, but I'd quite like to have a look at this guy Jorgensen and see if he can maybe push on to become the number one for the rest of the season. Don't know why we got rid of the big man, Petrovic, sent him on loan. He looks to be doing very well at Strasbourg, the sister club, or I don't know, it's not really a sister club, it's more like a feeder club at the moment. And then we've got a backline of Disassi, who's captain tonight. Big, big moves from him. Tossin makes perfect sense that he should be playing. Badia Shield back in the team. Badia Shield. Wow. Oh, something's gone on my screen here. Just a second. Yep. Badia Shield, he's been injured for a while, so that's cool that he's back. And Renato Vega, who has been very impressive in his games. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Say hello. Tell us where you're from. I'm going to make a little poll so that we can all interact with one another. So just going to set up this little poll, and then we can use it as a conversation starter. So, poll is live. Check it out. And give us an answer. Say hello. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you're all about. We're generally here to watch Chelsea Gent, do a little bit of a watch along, but as you know from anyone who's ever watched this stream, it goes into all kinds of different directions. We talk about all kinds of different topics. So just chime in, get involved, and see you for the rest of the stream. Right. So, Renato Vega, number 40, who's been very impressive so far. Looks like a very good composed player, on the cheap too, happy about that. So that back line, we've got, I hope, I really hope that they're not going to put, I hope that means Tossin is on the right, at right back. Oh, that's really loud, in the left the washing machine on. Apologies if that's very loud. So we got Tossin on the right, I hope, and not Disassi. Badiashile as the other centre back, and Vega on the left, of course. Then we've got Cassidy, who had a great game against Barrow, played pretty well. Him and Dewsbury-Hall having a go in the midfield, which is again very cool. We've got three speedy players, actually an incredibly fast front line. Neto and Mudryk on the wings. Mudryk absolutely has to do something in this game. Mudryk has to have a goal and an assist and play a really good game, or else the opportunities are just getting less and less for this guy. He's starting today at home. This should be an absolute banger from Mikhailo Mudryk. We all want it. So Neto on the left, I imagine. Joao Felix in the 10 and Nkunku up front. I suppose that's what that means. So no Jackson in the squad, no Caicedo, no Enzo Fernandez, no Palmer. It's a new look, it's a new look. We've got a couple of guys in here. Dyer, who I don't think's ever been in a squad, or not that I know of. So he's someone that's come in from the youth. George, who's been in and out of the squad as a youth player, and Mark Guiu from Barcelona, who you would hope would have something of an impact today, at least from the bench. So that's the team. That's the team. How do I feel about the team? Pretty happy about the team. You can imagine there's being loads of rotations. It makes sense. You wouldn't want all of the first teamers to be playing in this game at home to Gent, the Conference League. It's a great chance to win a trophy, but at the same time, we should be able to get this job done just like we did against Barrow, the 5-0 with the second team. And it says a lot about the depth of the squad that we can rotate so much and the team still looks pretty strong. So hoping that this means we've got a good showing tonight. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. If you're here, say hello. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you're all about. And that's it, really. That's it. Game is going to kick off in how many minutes? 12 minutes. 12 minutes to kick off. And I'm very excited. We'll see what happens. Quite interesting with these games. The atmosphere can be a little bit either really, really good or really, really muted. It just kind of depends. I've been at some sort of lower level European games at Stamford Bridge, and it was clear that there was a lot of people who just kind of managed to get tickets because no one really wanted to go and they didn't really know any of the songs. They weren't getting involved. Hello, Funky Fusion. Drogba is the best. Absolutely agree with you, my friend. That is going to get pinned. That message is pinned for life. Drogba is the best. In fact, I think outside of Diego Costa, we haven't had a proper number 9 since Didier Drogba. So hopefully Jackson is now finally moving into those shoes. But this is very much a hope rather than a full-on showing. Although he has turned a corner, he scores a lot of goals. He's doing a lot of the right striker things. Is he the next Drogba? Is he the next absolute boss up front? I hope so, man. I hope so. Thanks for your comment, my friend. Funky Fusion. Cool name as well. Are you a fan as well, Funky Fusion, or just a big fan of Drogba? Yeah, I was just saying that the atmosphere can be touch and go. Sometimes it feels a little bit like you're at a theater because it's just tourists who just fancied going to a game and didn't really know what to sing, don't really know how to get involved. They're just kind of quietly clapping. But sometimes it means that a lot of the hardcore fans who have been priced out because of the ticket pricing, or maybe they don't live near the stadium anymore, can easily get a ticket, and then you get a really decent atmosphere, actually. It can go either way. So we'll see what happens tonight. We're going to have to see what happens. Cool, man. Funky Fusion. We've got a Chelsea fan in the room. Welcome to all the other people who are in the stream. Hello, hello. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you're all about. And indeed. Just got a Bet365 advert here. I was looking for some extra odds, but there was nothing going on, so I haven't got anything on. If anyone's got a bet for the game, let us know. My tripod is It's funny. It's the new phone I'm using is so heavy that it's heavier than the tripod can actually hold. So if I hold it here, oh, you can't actually see it. Doesn't look too bad. It's kind of just sliding down ever so slowly, but it's all good. We will get there in the end. People in the stream, say hello, tell us where you're from. We got Funky Fusion so far. Feeling like a radio host, like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Funky Fusion. Ooh, Alex, hello. Alex, are you the Alex that's been on the streams before? Welcome, welcome. If that's you, say hello again. Great to see you. We've got Dennis in the room as well. Dennis, Alex, Funky Fusion. What is this? A party? Amazing. Cool. So we've got loads of teams playing tonight. We've got Hearts won away at Dynamo Minsk. That's pretty cool. Big game for Scotland there. Rangers are playing Lyon. Porto versus Man United. Absolutely make or break for Eric Ten Hag. Fiorentina versus I missed that. Who they were playing. Here we go. Funky Fusion. Everybody chose Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich. Not me. I choose Chelsea in FIFA when I played with friends, and I destroyed them anytime with Didier Drogba. Love to hear it, man. Love those kinds of stories. I'm a huge FIFA fan, and PES back in the day as well. Pro Evolution Soccer, or Winning 11, as it used to be called. I'm just seeing the training top from Enzo Maresca looks really cool with the pink, black, all black pink logo. Nice. Yeah, Drogba was lethal, man. 2000 and I want to say, I think it was maybe 13 or 14. There was a FIFA where he was just unplayable. Unplayable. You could just flick it up to him and I would do the outside of the boot finish. Outside of the boot every single time. Didier Drogba. Easy peasy. What a team that was. It's quite cool. We've got this completely fresh new squad and they're finally ticking a little bit. They're finally doing something. Even today they don't play against any weekend of 43, by the way. Not quite sure I understand you there. Even today they don't play against anyone of 43, by the way. Not quite sure what you mean. Is it that you mean that we're playing smaller opposition? I'm not sure what you mean there, but yeah, man, thanks for the comment. Thanks for getting involved, guys. Alex, Dennis, and Funky Fusion in the mix. So we got Joe Cole here in the commentator's booth, as it were, looking fresh, bald head, shaved, beard look. I think it's funny, like once you once you join the club, you see just how typical a look this tends to be. It's funny. Anywhere around the world, there's plenty of those bald-haired, bearded brothers kicking around. I'm just gonna have a sip of coffee. 1 second. Really good black coffee, late at night. Cold with a head, delicious. My favorite Arabica. Um, how many minutes we got till kickoff? 5 minutes till kickoff. We'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. Peter Crouch and Joe Cole, one of the tallest and one of the shortest footballers in the Premier League history, sitting next to each other. Very funny. I wonder if they did that on purpose, just to have that little bit of contrast, you know. Peter Crouch, probably underrated player in his day, scored some absolute worldies, was a very decent player up front, played for about 5 or 6 top teams. They've got a full-on light show happening at Stamford Bridge. I remember once, I think it was the League Cup home against Liverpool, must have been 2000 and let me just think, 16. I went to a game midweek, Tuesday night, and it was just awesome, that light show. It was really cool. Oh, Alex, that's very sweet of you. Very sweet of you, man. Alex saying, I'm your biggest fan. I think you've been part of every stream I've done so far, mate. Thank you very much for the shout out. I'm gonna pin your comment there because that's really sweet. Um, yeah, and they do this thing with the lights where it's like a heartbeat, like boom, 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 boom. And yeah, okay, it's a bit USA American style sports. You know, the cool thing about the Premier League and the English clubs is that they can drum up the atmosphere just organically, you know. It's not this kind of ultras vibe, it's more just what comes out naturally. But it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool with the lights going out and that heartbeat and music and all that stuff. So they're doing it obviously now, getting excited for the UCL, UEFA Conference League, and you love to see it. Hopefully, this is the start of more European nights. There's still quite a lot of free seats in the stadium. I don't think it's. I don't think it's not going to sell out. I would imagine it would still be a sellout. They're going to get the seats filled by someone, and I can't imagine that the UEFA Conference League is an expensive ticket. Probably like £30 max, 30, £40 for your average ticket. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I can't really blast the audio and really hear what's going on because it'll obviously mess up the video, but we will keep you up to date with a play-by-play of what's going on through the game. And the Gent fans here with their big day out in London having a great time. Players are lining up in the corridor now. There he is, Big Disassi leading the line. What a new era, man. Disassi captaining Chelsea in Europe against Belgian stars Gent. Um, I'm sorry I'm not seeing every stream. Don't worry about it, man. You've been in plenty of streams. Always having fun when you're around. I think it's yourself and this one other person, Monica with a K. You guys were part of the first one and always pop up. So it's really appreciated that you are return viewers. One day, you're gonna be like, we were there at the beginning, and that's awesome, man. So thank you, Alex. And here we go. The teams are coming out. The road to Poland has continued. Um, I really quite like the vibe of the night. It looks like it's going to be a really fun European night. Got the fanfare coming out. All the all the teams, players coming out slowly. Ghent have blue and white flags too, so it's a little bit confusing who's who here in terms of the fans, but you can kind of see it. And are we going to have an anthem? We're going to have probably the UEFA anthem. Can't be the Champions League one, must be something else. What do they... Let me just mute this so I can listen to what they... what I think they do have some kind of song, but it's nothing like the Champions League song, man. That's the classic. That's the one we all know. The champions. Everyone loves that. Mascot's having a great time. And here we go. The teams are shaking hands. We're about to start. Are you excited, guys? Make some noise. Let's go. Disassi looking the part as captain. Oh, he is playing right back. Don't tell me he's playing right back. That's what they're predicting with this lineup. I think that's a huge mistake if you play him at right back. I would much rather see Tosin at right back. Disasi's not a right back. Don't know why they keep playing Disasi at right back. It just makes him look bad. It makes the formation look bad. It's not a good decision. I really, really hope that the graphic here is wrong and that the actual person who's going to slot in the right back position is Tosin. How can you give a guy a captaincy and then put him in the position that he can't play? It's like the one little gripe I've got with Maresca so far is he's insisting on this Disassi at right back thing, which is an echo of the absolute horrific Pochettino year we just came out of. He just insisted on playing Disassi at right back. Cheers. So it's good, man. It's a new look Chelsea. It's a good sort of like second, not quite second team, but definitely not first. More like a first and a half team, something like that. And just gonna do the toss here, find out who's gonna go first, who's gonna kick off, which side we're gonna be on. I really want to see in the corner that Disasi's not playing right back. So we've got the Gent team here. Do I know anyone? Okay, we've got someone called Johnson up front, number 9, which is a throwback. I wonder if he's in a relation to Ida, who is an absolute Chelsea legend. Apart from that, I don't know any name in that whole squad. In fact, Mitrovic is the only name that comes familiar, but it's not the Mitrovic who plays now in Saudi Arabia. So, if it for what it's worth, I don't know a single one of these players. We should be winning this game 4-5-0. Let's be real. Let's be real about it. So, Dewsbury-Hall's got a big day today. He's getting like very few minutes, very limited minutes at the moment. And yes, Alex, let's go, let's go. Team huddle, just about to kick off, people. Just about to kick off. 5 people have said that they had a good day today. Sorry, no. Out of the 5 people, 4 said they had a good day. 1 said they didn't. So if you had a good day, let us know why. And if you didn't have a good day, let us know why. Let's find out a bit more about that. So we are facing the Shed in the first half, Matthew Harding in the second, which is the way that typically the team wants to go. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm very disappointed. I think I can see Disassi lining up at right back. I just don't think that's a good idea. What do I know? Gent kick off the game. Let's see what happens. Disassi with a nice towering header straight away, imposing himself into the game. Here's Mikhailo Mudryk finding himself quite deep, actually. Nice little interplay. So we don't have a clock. That's something that I need to figure out as to how. I don't know how I can get more kind of features on the mobile streaming. I know how I can do that on the laptop streaming, but that isn't as crisp and nice a video. So still working out the hitches. But just so you know, in case you're watching this live or in the future and you want to link this up to your stream so you can watch at the same time, the clock is saying now 0 minutes 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 1 minute, 1 minute 2, 1 minute 3, just so you know the time. Ronaldo or Neymar? Who? Do you mean new Ronaldo or old school Ronaldo? Like late 90s Ronaldo? I'm assuming you mean new Ronaldo, as in plays in Saudi Arabia. Then I would pick, if it was like peak Ronaldo or peak Neymar, I would probably pick peak Ronaldo. Although Neymar would be a very close second. If you're talking about peak old school Ronaldo or Neymar, that's a no-brainer. Definitely old school Ronaldo. And then even more complicated, peak Ronaldo, old school versus peak new Ronaldo. That's an interesting one. I think you'd have to pick old school. Or I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Old Ronaldo or new Ronaldo? That's a good question. We've got a little bit of a loving happening here. Always get some cat appearances on the stream, some guest appearances. This time it's a very relaxed one, very chilled one. Just hanging out, having a good time, enjoying the game. Give it up for the cats. Gent are through. Okay, and it's cleared. Bloody hell. And it's offside anyway. That was a first little chance there. Half chance from Gent. He was pretty far offside though. Good line held by Vega and the boys. Renato Vega, I don't know why whenever I hear that name I always think Lou Bega. A little bit of Mardi Gras in my life. This is Mambo number 5. I feel like he should have the number 5. He's actually number 40. So Badia Shield passing it into Cassidy. Cassidy, who had a really good game against Barrow. Alex, you're saying new Ronaldo. Okay, so new Ronaldo versus Neymar. I would say best version of both. I would pick new Ronaldo for sure. Although Neymar was class, there was just something special about Twinkle Toes, as we used to call him when he was in his peak. The speed, the agility, the finishing ability, absolutely incredible. Are you more of a Ronaldo fan or a Messi fan? And I mean like peak, them at their best. Let's say 5 to 8 years ago, when they were both just firing all cylinders in Spain. Cassidy picking up the ball here, playing a nice little triangle with Badiashile and Renato Vega. Vega seems to be the one that's inverting a little bit into midfield, although he is staying quite wide. It's interesting with that inversion from the fullbacks, whether they actually stay on the side that they're meant to be, or like Cucurella the other day starts kind of cropping up in the 10 position, which is really just so miles off from, old school hoof it up football. Hello Kitty. Yes indeed. They're having a proper hardcore cleaning grooming session at the moment. He can be a little bit camera shy. Sometimes when the camera's on them they stop. But there you go. They're having a good time. Ah, now he wants to say hi. What do you need to say to the people, my friend? So, 5 minutes gone. Very comfortable so far. This game has Barrow vibes. I'm not gonna lie, Barrow vibes. Um, Hoping that it's as simple a task as Barrow was. I turn the brightness down a little bit. Toss in here, getting the ball out to right back to Sassy. Oh, he's just. I'll tell you why I don't want him at right back. He's big and strong. He's a centre half. He's a centre back. So his attributes do not suit the right back position. They just don't. He doesn't have really top elite pace. He doesn't read the game down the channel like that. He's a big centre back. That's what he is. That's what he's good at. And he's a decent one. Yeah, he makes a few little mistakes here and there, but yeah, that was not good from Mudryk running through, taking on a player and just losing the ball in midfield. It's been won back well though, and Dewsbury-Hall now kicks the ball all the way back to Jorgensen in goal, who can reset. Yeah, want to see something really good from Mudryk today. It's 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 just time. It's just time for him to do something in these lesser, so-called lesser games. Pedro Neto here on the right-hand side. Some nice little skills interplaying with Dewsbury-Hall, who's popping up on the right, and Joao Felix. One interesting team we've got, man. Felix, Dewsbury-Hall, Joao Felix, and it's a nice cross from Neto blocked. We've got the first corner of the game, 7 minutes in. So, so. First corner, who's going to take it? We've got Pedro Neto here on the inswinger, and we've got Joao Felix on the outswinger. Corner kick, far side, on the left, in the shed end of Stamford Bridge. right in front of the Chelsea fans. And the Gent fans are also on this side of the pitch at the other corner flag, basically. So we're shooting towards the Gent fans, and it would be a great time to score. Get an early goal, just put this to bed. Um, it's headed away. Joao Felix picks it up just in the corner of the box, loses possession, but it falls nicely to Pedro Neto, who flicks it back inside. Headed away into the middle of the box, actually. Not a very good clearance. And here's Mudryk. Come on, mate. Do something. That's nice. Gets himself into the box. That's a nice cross. Mudryk's done very well there. Hey, that's better. That's what you want to see from your winger. Sharp play, good decision making. Beats a player, crosses it in. Good stuff. Good stuff from Mudryk there. That was nice. Long throw from Renato Vega, trying to find Nkunku. He loses the ball, and Gent now trying to pass it back, but Pedro Neto is intercepted. And now Gent have managed to get that away. That was probably a more decent chance than it looks. And it's now a goal kick to Gent. Pedro Neto with a decent play. And just couldn't quite figure out what they were doing there. That was really good, though, for Mudryk. Gets it to Joao Felix. Nice little step over and a shot blocked. But good signs. Good signs in these first 10 minutes. Closing down the ball well. We've won it back. Here's Mudryk again. Gets the ball inside to dewsbury-hall. Another good bit of play from Mudryk. Maybe he just needed that first one to get the heebie-jeebies out. Gent are now running out of the pitch, but no, Badiashile sweeps up after the Renato Vega tackle, and now Pedro Neto is in acres of space. Far end corner, he cuts inside, shoots, blocked. Dewsbury-Hall on the right of the three, I think he is. Back to Disasi on the right back position. I just can't seem to get comfortable with that. First stream I said Ronaldo is the GOAT. Yeah, you did, man. That's right. I remember that. He probably is. He probably is. The only one who could rival that is Messi. And I think I'd just pick Messi out of the two. Just something about the way that he played the game that was so silky and unique. But yeah, Kylian Mbappe is also unbelievable. I totally agree with that. He's not been perhaps as prolific yet for Real Madrid, but crazy that they've got Mbappe now as well. It's unbelievable. It's a brilliant cross in, and it's saved. Watanabe. That sounds a lot like something else. That last name. A certain place in Cuba, owned by the Americans. It's a cross in, and Pedro Neto again gets another chance from inside the ball box, and he drags it wide. So it's a goal kick. This is good. All Chelsea, all attack. Should really be winning this kind of game 5-6-0. So just need to get a goal, and hopefully they'll start flowing. Haven't been that impressed so far with Gent, but they've managed to not concede any of those chances. They seem pretty good at defending, although they keep giving the ball away as soon as they have it. Here comes Mudryk, puts in Pedro Neto, but he's a little bit light with the pass, and it's now cleared again. They've just given the ball away again. This is like a training exercise, defending against attack. And Mudryk now finds himself in space on the right, flicks it to the back post to Vega, who's coming in, and he scores the first goal of the game. What a goal that is. Mikhailo Mudryk, with a decent decision making, finds himself in space on the right, sees Renato Vega on the left hand side, flicks it up to him, and it's 1-0 Chelsea. You love to see it. You love to see it. That's exactly what I said I hope would happen in this game. We see some good play from the likes of Mudryk, from the likes of Dewsbury-Hall, who are not playing very much. And then a debut goal, as in his first ever goal there. First ever goal for Chelsea, Renato Vega. It's a towering header, and he's done really well to get that in from quite far away. into the far corner. I love that. Mudryk looking up, really aware what's going on, flicking it to the back post, and Renato Vega towering in the air. A nice header back across the goal into the far corner, and he loves it. He goes and celebrates right in front of the Gent fans. That is brilliant. You love to see it. You love to see it. When Chelsea got that last minute winner against Bournemouth, in Kunku, in the whatever it was, 86th minute, all the Chelsea players came up to the fans, and there's a shot of Vega not celebrating with the rest of the players. He just jumped over the barricade and jumped into the crowd and was like, "Come on!" You can see that he's really feeling it, man. He loves being a Chelsea player, and he's really connecting with the fans. So, super happy that he's got his goal. And 13 minutes in, life is good. All is well at Stamford Bridge tonight. It's a decent ball there from Mudryk through. He's put him in again, and it's swept up by the keeper this time. Much better, man. Who's this guy? Who's this Mudryk? This is great. Who is this guy? That price tag's been looming over his head, I think. There's just something about him. It's not even confidence, it's decision making. He's a confident player, maybe a little bit too confident. It's decision making. Um, it's a tough equation, man. When you come to a club from Ukraine, they're having obviously a terrible time with everything that's going on over there. And I think he was £60 million as like an unproven youngster. Just you're basically buying the potential, and it hasn't worked out yet. But more games like this, in the games when he gets a chance, who knows, man? Who knows? Time for a coffee. Love of that taste of the fizzy, cold, refreshing coffee. Um, Here's Tosin at the centre back. He's looking very composed these days. He came in on a free transfer from Fulham, just down the road, and just looks the part. Just absolutely looks the part at centre back. A really good replacement to have. He looked brilliant. I think it was against West Ham. Played brilliantly. He's comfortable on the ball. He's passing it around. Just does the simple things. He's not a wild player. He doesn't do too much. He's kind of just there and composed. But that's what you want. I feel like it's good to have one slightly more adventurous centre back, and one that's more just doing the simple things right. And I think in a way that's kind of what we've got with Badiashile and Tosin. It's an interesting pairing there. Um, Badiashile does seem to find himself like he is right now, 15 minutes, 30 seconds gone, a little bit further forward. He does kind of like to pop up in these more central midfield positions. So someone like Tosin just keeping the ball, doing simple passes. That's what you like to see. Um, Here we are. Yeah, 15 minutes gone, and it is still 1-0. 1-0 to the Blues. That's a foul. Renato Vega here passing to Mudryk. This is basically just now watch Mudryk. Watch Mudryk. Watch Cassidy. Watch Tosin. Watch Badiashile. Watch Kevin Dewsbury-Hall. And see if these guys can do something with their chance. And Kunku, we know what he can do. Joao Felix, he's scored a few goals already. We know what he can do. It's these other players who are just not quite there in the first team, but knocking on the door. And let's just see what they can do with the rest of this game. So, what is it now? 17 minutes gone. All possession play from Chelsea. Really nice to see. Centre back, slow build up. Getting it inside now. Cassidy flicking back to Badiashile. Maresca ball all day. Oh, he's given the ball away there though. That was Badiashile, I believe. Well recovered very quickly. Dewsbury Hall now with the ball in the box, gets it out to Mikhailo Mudryk in a bit of space. They're giving him too much space, to be honest. Not a good decision. I think his name's Kieran, not Kevin. Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Kevin Dewsbury Hall is his ugly brother. Um, yeah. So Pedro Neto here, getting pushed back into midfield, pass it back to Tosin. Tosin had to Badia Shield. Badia Shield, his pass to Mudryk is cut out, and Renato Vega getting a little bit of a praise here from the commentaries. Done really well. Done really well. His first goal. You love to see it. Welcome to the stream. If you're new in the stream, oh, here we go. Hold on, Nkunku, and it's blocked very well. Say hello, say where you're from, if you haven't already. And Gent are attacking here. The ball's with their number 9, Good Johnson. Renato Vega with a decent tackle there, and we've got the ball back. Time for a counter. Let's go, 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 go. Gent players rolling around on the floor. Pedro Neto getting himself in the box onto his left foot. Dewsbury Hall. Oh, side netting, I think that is. Side netting. That was lovely play from Pedro Neto. He has really good pace, that guy. He's very fast. And nice bit of trickery to get the ball back inside on his left. Would that have been a foul? Don't know. Might have been a foul had that been a goal, VAR wise. But yeah, beautiful cutback from Neto. Dewsbury Hall hits it cleanly. It's one of those, he's almost hit it too true. Just whizzes past the bar. It's a close one, but no cigar. 78% ball possession. That's like a wet dream for our Enzo Maresca. You know what I mean? That's what he's all about. If you have the ball, they can't score. That's the philosophy. And if you have the ball, you've got the opportunity to create the gaps and then create the goals. That's what he's all about. So Badia Shield back to Jorgensen. Let's see this foot play from Jorgensen. A little bit of a tight space, but nice little interplay with Badia Shield and Renato Vega. Is it going to go back to him? No, we're going to go wide. Mudryk with a nice bit of pace to get that ball. Dewsbury Hall, back to Jorgensen. Don't give it away. God, this play out the back is stressful, man. Stressful, but it's the way that football's going, man. It's crazy. Crazy the evolution of the patterns of play that you used to see back in the day. Just the kick and pray. Oh, that's a beautiful turn from Neto, using his pace. Surely that's a foul, no? Oof, could have been a foul. Oh, we got a bit of a fight happening here. Chill out, guys. Chill out. Chelsea are 1-0 up. It's all good. No need for argy bargy. I think sometimes they just get sick of each other. They just start fighting. Can just be a little bit too comfortable sometimes. Indeed. Disassi at right back. Woe is me. Passing it back and forth to Felix, or Cassidy, sorry. Oh, Nkunku. Nkunku loses the ball. That was a half chance there. Gent are doing surprisingly well to hold the last line. You know, they keep giving the ball away and it's all Chelsea possession, but this game could have been 2 or 3-0 in another world. So you got to give it for them. And here we got Badia Shield flicking back and forth with Cassidy in midfield. Cassidy to Felix. That's a foul, no? Yeah. Cassidy, Felix, Mark Gu, and Pedro Neto all look very similar from a distance. So it's quite hard to see always who's who. They've all got roughly the same build, hair, sort of, it's just difficult. It's difficult to tell them apart. So apologies if there's a mix up. We will sort things out. Wow, man, you are 2-0 up at Porto. I feel like if Ten Hag had lost that game, or if he still is going to lose that game, then that might be the end. I'm, I mean, you love to see it as a Schadenfreude as a Chelsea fan when Man U are struggling, but at the same time, I just don't know why they're holding on to him. Honestly, he's a terrible manager. Dewsbury-Hall here popping up, tries to get it into the back post. Mudryk standing up the defender goes left, and it's kicked away for a corner. Could there have been something better there? I don't know. I don't know. Nice little play from Cassidy. He's played well so far. Maybe he's at least told the higher ups that he deserves to be on the bench in the big games from his showings in these last couple of games. Crossed in by Felix to the back post. Not managed to be kept in. So we're a quarter of the game past. And it is still 1-0 with a goal kick to Gent. They managed to get the ball out very quickly to their left back. Let's see if Gent can play a little bit of Maresca ball. Gent, not to be confused with Genk. Genk was the team that Chelsea played in the Champions League. Must have been 2000 and... Oh, this was like Soccer AM days, This was like 2007 or something like that. And they had the one and only Kevin De Bruyne on their team. And it was after that game that Chelsea ended up signing him. And he, partly his fault, partly the club's fault, flopped at Chelsea. It didn't work out. And now he's one of the most sought after, well paid, most successful midfielders of all time. So I'm really glad that that happened for him. It's just a shame that it didn't happen at Chelsea. But there you go. Doesn't always work out. For every Kevin De Bruyne, you have a Cole Palmer. So we can't complain. Here we go. Dewsbury-Hall with the ball in midfield. Out to Mudryk. Plenty of the ball here for Mudryk. He takes him on down the left-hand side, flicks it to the back post. It's a great ball. Mudryk playing really well in this half. Pedro Neto mopping up. Gets it out to the right to Disasi. And yeah, you see Tosin and Badiashile stepping up into the defense. Feels good. The dynamic today feels good. I feel like it's nice to see that he can, Maresca can set up a team with his philosophy, and it doesn't really matter who's playing. There's a certain pattern of play, a rhythm, a feeling that we just weren't seeing last season. It was just dinosaur, terrible tactics and training, obviously, team selection, substitutions, everything was off last season. And this year, I don't know, the way that the games are being managed, the way that the players are playing, with exception of certain spells of 10 minutes, 20 minutes here and there, in the vast, the bigger picture, really happy about it, to be honest. And isn't it interesting? Isn't it funny how all of the commentators and the pundits and the YouTubers have suddenly changed their tune as soon as we've got a few back-to-back wins? Those comments from Jamie Carragher are absolutely hilarious, saying that Chelsea's not a young and exciting team. They need to stop buying players. People need to stop signing for them. Just not seeing the bigger picture, and it's already completely turned around, even in the sixth game of the season. There we go. Cole Palmer and Jackson on the bench. Not even on the bench, just watching in the stands behind the bench. Hello, welcome to the stream. Say hello if you haven't yet. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you're all about. And Badiashile here stepping up, heading the ball away. It's Ghent again with the ball here. They've had probably their best spell of possession over the last few minutes and haven't really been able to do too much with it because, it's been good closing down from the boys in blue. Ball out here to the left, and he's miscontrolled it. Poor fella, the left winger for Ghent. Um, Espresso. There you go. The Ghent fans in good voice. To be fair to them, 28 minutes in, this could be a lot uglier, and they could be, they could be. This could be 2 or 3-0 easily. Oh, Porto have scored against Man U. That's interesting. 2-1. Did I speak too early when I said that they were gonna win? I think I also said if they go on to lose. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not sure if the games kicked off at the same time, but if there's an overlap, then maybe we can switch over and watch a bit of the Man U one at half time. Um, and yeah, man. Wow, if they come away after being 2-0 up at Porto with anything less than a win, what an absolute nightmare that is. Toss in with a nice attempt there to try and get a deep ball into the Ghent half towards Neto, but it doesn't quite work out. And yeah, Ghent now throwing the ball from deep inside their own half, gets it into the 10. He's done very well there to get past the player, and he's drawn a foul, I thought. He's unlucky there. That's the first nice bit of play from Ghent. Ghent, Ghent, Ghent. Crazy. You might say, oh, how the mighty have fallen, right? We're playing against Ghent. But you got to rebuild, man. You got to start somewhere. A lot of these bigger squads that are successful now are going to need a rebuild very soon. You're looking at City, you're looking at Arsenal, Liverpool. At some point, these teams are going to need a bit of rebuilding as well. So if we've gone through the hump the last couple of seasons, and this is what we're now kind of working with, I'm happy. And we'll see what happens this year. So 1/3 of the game through, 30 minutes gone. Ghent have the ball here. Mudryk slightly outmuscled there. And it's a foul drawn by Ghent. Again, this is probably the best part of the game they've had so far. And it is a through ball here towards the striker, but it's been cut out, and Cassidy has the ball here. Getting closed down there. Tosin manages to get it out to Disasi, who's now bombing up the wing like the bulkiest, slightly misshapen for a right back you've ever seen. The Ghent player there tried to get the ball off Mudryk, and he's kind of kicked him in the chest. There's a sort of "this is Sparta" moment. Um, let's have a look at the replay. Was it a high foot? Yeah, it's pretty high, and he just full on kicks him in the chest. So he might be getting booked for that. Maybe not. Not been any bad tackles or anything in this game. It's been very professional, very relaxed. Both teams just going for it, and it feels like David against Goliath, but at the same time it's only 1-0. So let's not get too excited. Need to definitely get another goal or two before we start thinking about, okay, this is comfy. I'd love to see Tosin get his first goal. That'd be cool. Tosin jumping up at the back post. We've got a free kick here. Neto takes it with the in-swinger, and it was Tosin who got his head on the ball, but it's gone out for a goal kick. They're all really upset about that. They're appealing for a corner. looks like a goal kick to me. So we're pressing up super high in the pitch. As soon as Ghent take their goal kicks, they can't get the ball out because there's 5 Chelsea players marking everyone in their half. Although they've done quite well to play out the back here, and Ghent are in. Ghent are in. Oof, Brown, the Ghent player, First bit of excitement and genuine attacking threat from Ghent, 32 minutes in. It was a really nicely played couple of triangles, 1-2s, and it's uh, Badia Shiel who did well to um, at least put a little bit of pressure on the player, and he fires it towards the goal. But Jorgensen gets down fast, stops the ball from going in, and it's still 1-0. Decent save. Not the best finish in the world, but that's a little warning sign. That's a little warning sign. Let's not get complacent here. This team did come seventh in Belgium last year, okay? There's a reason that they're in the true UCL. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's only 1-0, 33 minutes in, and a second goal would go down really nice before halftime. Really, really nice. I can see actually if I can see what the other scores are. That would be good. Then we can do a little compare and uh-oh. Is it just me or Ghent getting back in this game? They've got the ball now on the edge of the box. Their number 19 passes it to their number 16. For the first time, we are all out defense in the back. It's hit the Ghent player in the box. He couldn't get it down, and they're trying again. New phase. Best spell of the game by far for Ghent. Keeping the ball, trying to knock on the door. This would be a bit of a disaster, to be honest, to concede a goal after having had so much of the ball, so many decent chances. Um, it's attack against defense right now, but the attackers are Ghent, and they're through again here. Good Johnson. It's a very good shot on goal, and I think that was saved. I think that might have been saved. I think that's Ida Good Johnson in the stands. Maybe that is his son. Is that his son? Is that Ida Good Johnson's son? The Chelsea legend's son? Why else would they show Good Johnson in the crowd? Crazy, man. Am I that old that heroes of my youth are now supporting their kids playing at Stamford Bridge for the other team? Mental. Let me just have a look. I'm going to look that up. Does anyone remember Idoga Johnson, man? Streets will not forget. That guy was unbelievable. Let me just see if he's got anything about his son. Oh my god. His son, Andri Lucas Gudjonsson, is an Icelandic professional footballer who plays as centre forward for Belgian Pro League club Gent. Guys, my mind is blown. That is Ida Gudjonsson's son playing for them. When we read the teams out, I couldn't believe the name, like Ida Gudjonsson, number 9. And that's why he's called Gudjonsson, because he's Gudjonsson's son. Unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable scenes. My mind is absolutely blown. And they showed Ida Johnson in the stands. He doesn't look a day older than he did in the late 90s. So he's looking great. Those Icelandic Viking genes are unbelievable. But yeah, we've got the ball back now. This was a little bit of a hairy 5 minutes. By far their best spell in the game, Ghent. And let's try and keep the ball now and hopefully get a goal and make this a little bit less uncomfortable. Where's my the scores here? The scores. Heidenheim won at home against Olympia. They're a team that are playing against Chelsea soon. Important to know that. What's going on there? Rangers are 2-1 down against Lyon. And oh my god, guys, Porto have just equalized. So Manu were 2-0 up away from home. It's now 2-2. Samu Omoridion has leveled up for Porto. And wow, that is really crazy. He was someone that a lot of teams were looking at. And he's gone to Porto and he scored against Manu. So unless you're a Man U fan watching this, You must be pretty happy about that. Absolutely crazy. 2-2. If, like I said, if Man U lose that game, they were 2-0 up. I reckon they'll fire the coach, or they should, if they really should. Crazy. The cats are active. They know how tense the last few minutes were in the game. So let's see what happens in the next 8 minutes of the first half. I still can't believe that's Ida Johnson's son playing for Gent, but there you go. Crazy. Does that mean that the Mitrovic guy is related to Mitrovic? No way, because he's still playing. Can't be. Mitrovic, Gent. Personal life. Born in 90, there's no way he can be son. But maybe he's is Stefan Mitrovic related to Mitrovic? Are Stefan and Alexander Mitrovic related? Okay, there's no familial link, just a name. All right, they're just teammates. They've got the same name. To be fair, in Serbia, Mitrovic might be like Jones or Smith. So everyone's called that. It's all good. Here we go. Corner to Ghent, guys. Corner to Ghent. With all the excitement looking up the family trees of the players, I missed the fact that it's a corner to Ghent. And they've really grown into this game in the last 5, 10 minutes. And that's slightly disappointing considering how dominant we were. So, really, really not good. Really not good. Not what we want. Not what we want. 5 minutes to go here, and I can't believe it. It'd be decent if there was a halftime whistle so we can recompose. They're just camped outside the Chelsea box right now, passing around, playing some nice ball all of a sudden. That's offside, no? Oh, he's done very well there. Decent flick. Yeah, it was offside. Miles offside. That new offside rule where they just kind of let it go for a long time before they stop it. It's a little bit frustrating sometimes when you're like, we all know that was miles offside. There's no need to keep the play going. Oof. Deep breath time. 40 minutes in, and it's only 1-0. Only 1-0. Still 2-2. Porto Manu. Rangers 1, Leon 2 as well. I wonder what's going to happen, man. I wonder what's going to happen. Are we going to see a more assured spell here from Chelsea? This is crazy. Played really well in the last few games on a winning streak, but having said that, we haven't played any of the Giants yet. We haven't played any of the big teams. Liverpool away is coming soon. Arsenal away is coming soon. Here we go. Joao Felix with a nice flick, but it's headed away. And we've got the ball now. Again, Disassi at right back. Passing it to Neto. Neto back to Tosin. 3.5 minutes to go in this first half. Benoit Badiashile up to Cassidy. Cassidy to Tosin. Tosin back to Badiashile. Just trying to find the opening here. Would not surprise me if there had been a cheeky goal there for Gent, man. They'll be maybe a little bit gutted that they didn't score with that spell of possession. I feel like here we go. Ball in, and it's defended well by the keeper. That was a nice through ball there, all the way from the back. Vega. Mudryk, really good strength there for Mudryk. Dewsbury-hall. Back to Disasi. Disasi to Badiashile. Mudryk. Now that's beautiful. That is beautiful. That's what he's good at. Beating the player, crossing it in, and cleared away for a throw in. When the one-on-one is on and he makes the right decision to do it, he's very good. The problem is that he sometimes chooses to go one-on-one when he should pass. He stands up the player when he should cross. Do you know what I mean? But when he gets it right, when the space is there, he's very good at the one-on-ones. Badiashile flicking it out left to Mudryk. What's he gonna do? Back to Badiashile. Toss in with a lofted ball out to Vega. Oof, heavy touch. And the defenders got it back. Some nice play there. Some nice little tiki-taka play. Disasi. I almost said Desai there. Wow, blast from the past. Marcel Desai. If we could have a centre back like that these days, that would be beautiful. Really nice interplay here. Just playing some nice triangles in the midfield, trying to find that gap. And Mudryk here on the left-hand side flicks it inside towards Felix, not quite the right way on that pass. And it's gone out there for a goal kick, I believe. Goal kick. Whew. 44.5 minutes gone. We're going to find out how much extra time there is very soon. The Gent fans, of course, are going crazy. Can't blame them. Considering how one-sided the first half an hour was, the fact that they're only 1-0 down and they've had a few good chances, you'd be loving it if you were a Gent fan. Big day out in London. So, let's see. They're keeping the ball here, man. They're keeping the ball. This is long, man. 1 minute to go. And ropey last 20 minutes there from Chelsea. Absolutely cruising 25, 30 minutes into the game. And then it just kind of all fell apart and Gent just grew into it. Got a few good moments, a few good chances, and since then it's just been very stop-start. But here's a good counter-attack chance for Dewsbury-Hall. Gets it out right to Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto onto his left foot. Dewsbury-Hall into Felix. Felix into the box. Back to Neto, who flicks it, and it's a tame shot that's blocked by the keeper. That's probably going to be half-time. That is going to be half-time. And it's only 1-0. It's only 1-0. Half-time, only 1-0. Ooh, that's Leon have scored at Rangers. That's a nightmare for them. Scottish Giants are struggling there tonight. What else is going on? What other games are happening? Frankfurt are winning at Besiktas. Tottenham got their win earlier. Holding on to a late slurry there. And, yeah. Shamrock Rovers 0-0 with Apoel. That's the other team that we're playing, and also that Heidenheim near Munich. They played Olympia and won. They won the game. Hearts winning away, man. Wow, with a 94th minute winner. Jan Danda from Lawrence Shankland with the assist. Huge, huge, huge win for Hearts there. That is massive. Anyone else? Shamrock Rovers, crazy. Fiorentina. Copenhagen 1-0 up as well. Yes, all full times here, all full times, half times. The games are all in time with one another, so I can't do a cheeky jump over to another stream. Might as well just wait. I'm gonna leave cat cam on while I use the facilities. So cat cam is now activated. You are in full swing with the cats. Cat cam. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the cats. Thank you, cats, for holding up the stream. Well done, the cats. Give a shout out to the cats if you're in the chat. Cat chat. Hey, we can call it cat chat. Cat chat tonight. Very cute. Got a yin yang situation happening right now. But no. Chill. See what I mean there? 99% of the time in love, and then it just gets a bit much, and one of them gets a bit. Not unlike the game today. 99% in charge, and then suddenly Gent find their way back into the game. Don't score, luckily, thank goodness, but too close for comfort, really. Too close for comfort. So let me see if I can find the Porto Manu goals, because that's crazy to be 2-0 up away from home, a tough ground to go to, and it ends 2-2. Mad. Mad. Man U fans must be absolutely raging with this team and this manager. Crazy that they've backed him just because he won the FA Cup. It was plain for all to see that was the wrong decision. 3-0 loss at home to Spurs. 3-0 loss against Liverpool. Just shocking, shocking. And playing terrible football as well. Honestly, terrible football. Defensive, shaky, boring. Just nothing to be excited about. Sorry if you're a Man U fan. 700 million spent in the drain. Absolute nightmare for them. For the sake of football, they've got to get rid of that manager. Yeah, I want to see those goals. Just hopefully got the highlights here, but we'll see. Indeed. So yeah, that was a really comfortable first half, like I said, until about 33 minutes gone, 33 minutes gone, and then we sort of let getting back into the swing of things, and then before you know it, they almost scored. They didn't, but it was not comfortable there. Ida Johnson's son with a decent shot, which was saved. And I wonder, yeah, I mean, he must be cheering them on tonight. He must be cheering on his son, even though that's his team. Crazy. Just having a look here at the Man U, 50% ball possession each. 4 attempts on target. 3 for Porto. Looks like 2-2 is probably a correct score, but just crazy to throw away a 2-0 lead, man. Madness. Let's see the goals. Show us the goals. Goals, 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 goals. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, say hello. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you're all about. And indeed, just some strange adverts, really. No goals. No goals. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I wonder if we're going to make some changes. Let's have a look again at that that lineup and see who's on the bench. Bum, bum, bum. On the bench today, we have Robert Sanchez. No thanks. We have Colwill, Cucurella, Caicedo. Okay, Caicedo is in the squad. My mistake. Dyer, George, Madueke, and Guyu. What would I do with this? I would put Tossin on the right, or I would get rid of. I would bring on Cucurella for Disasi, which is just a shame because. Or actually, here's what I would do. I would put Disasi where Badiashile is. So bring off Badiashile. He's just coming back from an injury. So chill him out for the second half. Cucurella goes on at right back. Disasi slots into the centre back where he should be. Then maybe I would probably refresh. Honestly, if I'm being totally honest, I would probably put Madueke on for Mikhailo Mudryk. So that's it. I would put on Cucurella at right back, shift Badiashile to the bench and Disasi into the middle, and then put on Madueke for Mudryk. Those are probably the only changes I would make. We don't really have, a Jackson to throw on. Maybe Mark Guyu if we're 2 or 3-0 up with about 10, 15 minutes to go, but it's looking tense, man. It's looking tense. A lot more tense than I thought it would be, to be honest. So, wouldn't mind to see a strong team in the second half. Let's not make some crazy wholesale changes. It's mad. It's mad to play so well and then not capitalize and sort of allow the other team to get back in. Oh, I'm getting punched a little bit here from the cats, but it's all good. We're all friends. Oh, do I need to be cleaned too? All right. Very nice of you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, my friend. So, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Still in the break, waiting for these substitutions, waiting for the second half. New EAFC, aka FIFA, is out. I've had the 10-hour trial. I've very much enjoyed it. It feels like very much a similar game engine underneath in terms of the play, but the thing that killed me was that it's very much more about the tactics, the formations, the in-play changes, substitutions, whether you're inverting or not, all-out attack, three at the back, four at the back. It's so much more like real football. It's probably a good thing because it's evolved, but my word, I thought I was flying my first couple of games, and then I got absolutely trounced several times in a row, and I realized, wow, I've just got this very basic formation. I need to have two or three up my sleeve, and you need to kind of edit them and um, activate them at the right time, and it's a lot more about the playbook and all of that stuff than simply just playing FIFA and kind of knocking it around and banging them in. So it was fun, but it's kind of like a different game to get used to, which is a good thing. FIFA's felt very similar every year for the last like 5 years. So um, obviously, since they've gone away from FIFA and they've become this EAFC, things have changed. And look at him there, man, Joe Cole, selling motorway insurance. Good for him. Get your bag, Joey. He's there. He's there. He's every effing where, as they say. What have we got now? We've got a guy called Neil Hodgson on screen for the Superbike. Ah, MotoGP. MotoGP Grand Prix of Japan starts tonight at 1 a.m. Sorry, man, I've got sleeping plans, but I'm sure that's going to be very fun. And here we go. Okay, we've got the goals here. So Manu were 1-0 up. Hoyland sneaks a cheeky one into the front post. It's given through the VAR, or the, what's it called, the Hawkeye. 33 minutes in though, Porto flick the ball in and it's just nicely headed. Just well finished there by Omeridion. Ruud van Nistelrooy raging on the bench. And yeah, man, we've got the Chelsea fans asking for shirts with the signs. We've got the Gent fans who are looking happy, to be honest. Happy and ready to go. And God, it just feels like a hard work, all things considered, kind of game. Teams are coming back out onto the pitch. Gent in their hot yellow, already lining up. Nicholas Jackson, I think that was, making a little cheeky appearance in the tunnel. And yeah, it is Nicholas Jackson just popping in to say hi to the boys, probably. We've lost a cat. We're one cat down. They're 1-0 down. It's a whole thing. And there he is. He does look a bit like his dad, Good Johnson. I wonder if he's any good, like actually good, if he could do it in the Prem. He looks a little bit like his dad, but not that much. Not that much. That's why I was unsure until they zoomed out and showed Idoga Johnson uh, in the old the stance, and then you're like, okay, it is actually Idoga Johnson's son. Madness, madness. Match is about to start. We've got the Chelsea players coming out. Time for another coffee. My favorite cold fermented coffee. It's not a beer, just so you know, it's not a beer. And here we are. Who's that coach there for Chelsea? I quite like this. The training gear for the Conference League is black and pink. It's pretty cool. And here they come. I don't see any new faces in the team. All players that played so far. Cole Palmer in full tracksuit mode. Be good to get him on to change the game. I see Cucurella on the bench, so he's not coming on. Maybe they're just starting again. Same team, same formation. Just try again. Try again and do better, boys. Do better. Get a little bit of volume here, can we? Just a little bit. There we go. All right. So, let me just change formation and then we can start. Okay. The game has kicked off, ladies and gentlemen. Conference League. What would you call this? This is, I guess, the kind of actual Conference League proper. The before stuff was all qualifying. And here we are. Unbelievable scenes. Chelsea Football Club versus Gent KAA, I think they're called, or AA something. And we'll see here if there's any changes. I don't think it looks like there are. Jorgensen, Disasi, Tosin, Badiashile, Vega. Backline is exactly the same. Pedro Neto with a goal straight away, 40 seconds in. It's a long ball just hoofed up to him, and he finishes it with his right foot. To be fair, it's a flick on from Disasi, and Pedro Neto just chests it down, bangs it in. Maresca's halftime talks are out of this world, man. Last year, we were terrible in the second half every single game. I don't know what Pochettino was telling people, but for whatever reason, we just came out and we're just a completely awful team. That's a lovely through ball there from Disasi. He does well to keep it in control. And then with his weaker right foot, buries it into the top of the net. That is a really good goal. Whatever Maresca said, maybe he gave them an extra Weetabix at halftime. I don't know. But it worked. It absolutely worked. You love to see it. 2-0. This now feels comfortable. All of a sudden, isn't that funny? One nice play, one bit of interplay and a decent finish, and this game has a completely different complexion on it now. 2-0 at home to Gent. And you can really only see this going one way now, unless you were Man United. Sorry, guys. Um, Still 2-2 at Porto. It would be quite a nice stream if this was a win here and a win for Porto. That would be epic. So, good strength there shown by Neto, keeping the ball in the corner. He's got his shirt there, ref, no? Very well played. And he's won a corner there beautifully. Pedro Neto, that is lovely. Here we go. This could be a 4 or 5-0 still. Probably should be. Come on, Neto. Neto just showing himself. Was that his first goal? I think it might be. Pedro Neto on the score sheet. Love it. All right. Let's not get complacent, though. Let's not let Gent back into this. 2-0 is a very good score, but it's a dangerous one in football. You never know what's going to happen. 48 minutes and 20 seconds to go. So they've hooped it up to Johnson. Gent have the ball in the Chelsea half. All the Chelsea players are back now defending. Gent have their first chance to get imposed into the second half of this game. They're number 3 now in acres of space. Disasi nowhere near him. And he flicks it towards him for a corner. Okay. Corner to Gent. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous because they were in the ascendancy in the first half, and if they were to score here, it could set up a little bit of a cagey next few minutes. You know, we scored first, then they score. I don't know. Again, take the corner. It goes to the back post. Flicked, blocked. Okay, back to Gent on the side. Good Johnson here on the right hand side. Flicks it towards the back post. Absolutely free header, and it's a goal to Gent. It's a goal to Gent right in front of their fans. I don't know what to say other than what I literally said before the goal. You don't want to see them score. 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in football. I mean, just we could only speak in cliches if we want. We come out of the blocks absolutely swimming, score a goal quickly, and then they get right back into it, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it is. Ooh, is that offside? Ooh, maybe they'll check this. It's not a bad goal, but who is marking him? Tossin, Badia Shield, Disasi, nowhere to be seen. The back post completely overloaded. It's a great finish. It's a great goal from them. Is it going to count? That's the question. They're checking it. Look tight. I'm not going to lie, look tight. Look very tight. They're still checking. It's very tense. It's very tense. The handsome referee is waiting for the shout. Cat has returned. It's all happening, ladies and gentlemen. Is it going to be given as a goal? We don't know yet. Still untersucht. It's a goal. It's been given as a goal. So it is Chelsea 2, Ghent 1. Thank goodness we scored that goal to make it 2-0, or else we'd be drawing. Okay, maybe let's stop focusing on other games and focus just on this one, because this is a barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1. Ghent have found their way into this game. They've scored a goal. If you believe in a thing called momentum, we'll see. We'll see what the next 10, 15 minutes looks like. 51 minutes and 51, 52, 53, 54, 55 seconds gone in the second half. Chelsea with the ball. Renato Vega trying to find Mudryk on the left-hand side. Let's not screw this up. Let's not screw this up. Let's not walk away with this in this game with anything less than a win. Come on. Come on, boys. This is absolutely vital. We need to be winning these games in the lower competitions and getting a trophy. This is the longest trophy drought in recent history. Having said that, can we just have a little bit of Schadenfreude? Porto have just gone 3-2 up against Man U. Man U were 2-0 up in Portugal, and it's now 3-2 to Porto after the half. So here we go. Dewsbury-hall back to Nkunku, and Nkunku blocked very nicely there. See, Nkunku's probably our best finisher in the front line. I'd argue even better than Jackson. But what we have been missing today, in my opinion, is a little bit of a Jackson presence. That sort of out muscling, out pacing the defenders, moving them around with his positioning. God, the Gent fans absolutely went wild for their goal. Fair play. And we've got this really silky finisher up front, but he's just not. I wish we had Jackson up there. Do you know what I mean? I understand that we had to rest. Can't have every player in the squad, but yeah, we could use a big target number 9, I think, in this kind of game. So let's see how the next bit of the match develops. Disasi here at right back once again. I hate to say it, but it feels like a little bit of a weak spot, considering that goal came from the right back position with the header and there was no one there. Not a single player, marking about 3 Gent players overloading the back post. So here we go. Goalkeeper takes it for Gent. He kicks it into the middle of the pitch. They're really feeling it now, man. Gent with the ball on the right-hand side here. Counter-attack on. He's round Vega. And it's well recovered there by Cassidy. Cassidy's been good today. Cassidy has had a good game. Consistently mopping up, passing well. He's growing into his role in this game. Felix, haven't seen much of him. Haven't seen much of Mudryk in this half so far. I would probably, what would I do? I would maybe take off Felix at this point and bring on Madueke, and then have put maybe Mudryk in the 10 or Nkunku in the 10. Maybe give Guyu a chance. I don't know. God, that's a pretty rough foul there from the Belgian player. 55 minutes in. Gent fans are going nuts in their end, man. Good on them. Respect. Free kick taken quickly. Dewsbury-hall to Joao Felix. Disasi back to Neto, who's finding himself deep in like a right back position. Mad. Now Disasi slots in to right back. It's tense. It's tense, guys. It's tense. 2-1 does not feel strong. 2-1 does not feel strong. Here's a chance, though. Vega, coming in from the left, did the right thing probably to try and cut it in, but it's been saved. Mudryk gets a lovely ball, though, to the back post. That was really nice from Mudryk. He's been decent in this game. First bit of attacking play in this second half. Dewsbury-Hall in tight space. Cassidy to Vega to Mudryk on the outside. That's really nice from Mudryk. Is that a penalty? Is that a penalty? No, it's not. It's a good tackle, and it's gone out for a corner. Yeah, great tackle. Great tackle. Good play there from Mudryk again. He's been bright. He's been bright. That's why I probably wouldn't want to take him off, but Neto's on fire, so we can't take him off. I would take off Joao Felix and bring on Madueke. And then, like I said, maybe put Mudryk in the 10. I mean, he is the number 10. He's got the number 10 on his back. Let's see him as a 10. Here we go. Cassidy, toss in. Vega, Disasi, Mudryk, all in the box. Front post, and it's headed away, and it's going to be a corner on the other side of the box. 57.5 minutes on the dot. Gone. 2-1. Chelsea versus Gent. Absolute scenes here, ladies and gentlemen. It is tense. It is tense. We don't know exactly what's going to happen here. Say hello if you haven't already. Welcome to the stream. Get involved. Tell us what you're all about. And it's a corner here to Chelsea. Pedro Neto is lining up to take it. It's going to be an in-swinger from the near side. Am I nervous? Only a little bit. Only a little bit. Ball to the back post. It's headed again, and it's another corner. 3 corners, rapid fire, all cleared very well. Let's see what happens here. Mitrovic, who plays for them, looks exactly like that guy who I thought he might be related to, who's also Serbian, who's also played in the Prem, actually down the road for Fulham. They're a spit of each other, man. They look so similar. Crazy. And then Johnson, whose dad's in the stand, doesn't actually look that much like his old man. So there you go. Okay. Corner to Chelsea, in swinger from the far end this time. Is that Felix taking it? Yep, Felix is taking it. Very close to the keeper, who couldn't do much other than punch it away. Badiashile finds it now. Gives it to Mudryk. Mudryk to Neto. Neto to the back post. It's a wild overhead kick attempt from Cassidy, of all people. Wow. Crazy. He's got that kind of 90s Boyzone curtains hairstyle. It's good to see that back. It's good to see that back. And here we are, 60 minutes gone, guys. 2/3 of the game is done. We're 1-0 up here, only 1-0 up, as in 2-1 against Gent at home. And we've got a throw in at the far end near the halfway line. Need to start the attack all again. Let's hopefully get a goal here, man. 2-1 is not comfy. It's not comfy. They're making a sub now. Gent are just growing into this game, making subs, doing their thing. Chelsea are looking a little bit rigid, not gonna lie, a little bit rigid. Renato Vega with a nice one too with Cassidy. Again, Vega out to Mudryk on the left. Mudryk cutting inside, running with the ball, back to Cassidy. Cassidy to Vega. It's all coming from the left at the moment. Back to Renato Vega. And then coming now on this side to Disasi in acres of space on the right wing. Nice through ball there to Nkunku from him. Nkunku just loses it. See what I mean? I think Jackson is stronger than that. Jackson brings a dynamic to our team that Nkunku can't. He doesn't have that number 9 hold-up play about him. He's a finisher, he's quick, he's agile, he's slick, but we need that hold-up play. That's a nice ball there to Mudryk on the outside. He's on the left-hand side here, flicks it into the box, and it's kicked out again for another corner. This will be, I think, corner number 5. Only in the last 5-10 minutes. Mudryk looking really bright. Ah, it would be so good if he could pop up with a goal here, man. It'd be so good for him, it'd be good for the club. Looking lean and mean these days, Mudryk, with the buzz haircut. Here we go. Cassidy, Badiashile, Disasi. Toss in, all in the box. Neto, Felix on the corner with taking it short. Trying to change the angle here. Hooked in, flicked on. Toss in, back inside. Vega. Someone hit it. Nkunku with the finish. That's what he's good at. That is what he is good at. Mopping up half chances and just burying them. Don't ask him for hold-up play. Don't ask him to be strong and physical and dominating the defenders. Just give him some scraps and he will find a way to put it away. It's 3-1. A lot more breathing room now. The tone in the game has completely changed. And barring some kind of a... Oh, he's got the balloon. The balloon is out. The balloon is out. You know what it means? It means Nkunku has scored. He keeps a balloon in his sock because you never know. Ooh, they're all onside. Are they? Yep. Onside, onside, onside. Yeah. Luckily, they're all onside for sure. It's a flick on from Cassidy, then another flick on from Renato Vega. Back to him from the right-hand side. He then sort of leaves it, or it kind of tees it up, I think by accident more than anything. And then Nkunku just comes in and mops up, keeps his head down, and smacks it into the middle of the goal, right through the keeper. And that is just what he's good at, man. I think you hear it all the time. All the commentators and the YouTubers and stuff, I think most people agree that he has the best finishing. In terms of finishing, wow, everyone's got their lights out. What is going on? The crowd are all doing like Bray Wyatt fireflies. It's bizarre. I've never seen that at Stamford Bridge. Look at that. What is going on? Since when do we do that? Have they been given lights? What is going on? This is mad. I didn't know the Wyatt 6 was in town. Oh my god, Gent are through. And they've dragged it wide as a corner again to Gent. Don't tell me that we're going to concede again straight away after scoring. Good, Johnson's come off. Since when do we do this light thing? That's mad. Yeah, everyone agrees Nkunku is the best finisher, but he's probably not the best number 9, as it were. We need to find a way perhaps to get him into the team, but I don't think it can be instead of Jackson. I think Jackson has to start as a striker. Here he is, though, Nkunku. He's won the ball in our half. It's now 2-on-1. It's a slightly off ball, though, and Gent have a chance now to clear it. Disasi just getting found out again at right back, man. Honestly, why are we playing Disasi at right back? Why? Why? There's no need. We have so many players that can play right back. I don't know why I'm whispering. It just feels right. Yeah. Badiashile here on the left-hand side, passes it up to Joao Felix to Renato Vega back to Badiashile. 25 minutes to go, still 3-1, and mad. Just mad. Bit of a mad game, to be honest. I don't say that lightly. This has been quite a strange one. Still 3-2 to Porto. Oh my god. Samu Iridion has scored 2 goals. Crazy, man. Rangers are getting bumped at home. 4-1 now to Leon at Ibrox. That is no good for the Scottish team. Although Hearts did really well earlier today. They got a cheeky win. So 24 minutes to go. It's a throw-in to Gent in their half. Mudryk has been very good today. Happy with his performance. Happy with Cassidy. Happy with Neto. Pretty happy with Nkunku, although apart from the goal, he hasn't been that effective. Renato Vega also good from left back and jumped up for a goal. Tossin's done everything he needs to do. I feel like it's a little bit this right side. Badiashile, first game back, you can kind of tell. And Disasi right back is just an experiment that needs to end. I don't know why we keep doing it. Joao Felix, a little bit absent today. Haven't really seen much of him. So I would honestly take him off and put on Madueke if I was making the subs now. I feel like that has to be a foul, no? It's not given. Dewsbury-Hall, again, I would say good, not great. Good, not great. Maybe we could bring on someone just to shore up the midfield. How can we get... I don't think we need to put Caicedo on, to be fair. I think he can take the night off. But maybe we can... I don't know. It'd be good to get Madueke and maybe Guyu on before the end of the game. I don't know. To be fair, let's not play this lightly because Gent are on roller skates. They seem to be getting right back into this. It's a flick in from Gent, and it's well saved by Jorgensen. 22 minutes to go. The Cats are prowling. Decent cross there, but well saved by Jorgensen. Hello, friend. 3-1. So, Disasi at right back. Passes to Badiashile. Badiashile stepping up now. Cassidy back to Vega. Vega to Cassidy. Cassidy's been brilliant. maybe his best ever game for Chelsea. He's not had many. Probably his best minutes I've ever seen him play. He's looked assured, strong, balanced, good mix of keeping the ball, passing it. Really happy with this guy. Well played, Casadei, so far. Felix, flick to Nkunku, Dewsbury-Hall. Dewsbury-Hall scores his first goal for Chelsea, puts this game, this awkward, tricky game, to bed. It's 4-1 now with 20 minutes to go. And Dewsbury-Hall with some very intelligent play there. It fell not that kindly. He had to know where he needed to be, and he got on the end of it, and he finished it really well. I don't understand this thing with the lights. Everyone's doing it with their phone. Joao Felix with a flick forward to Nkunku. It's cleared, and it's Dewsbury-Hall who's mopping up. That was, to be fair, Lampard-esque. Just running into the box, waiting for some scraps, and finishing it. Nkunku and Dewsbury-Hall have both done that with the third and fourth goal. It sneaks under the keeper. So with 19 minutes to go, we are comfortable at last in this game. Enzo Maresca jumping up and down. He knows how important that game is. That's his boy from Leicester. And Dewsbury-Hall opens up his Chelsea tally. This is ending up becoming actually really quite a good game. Let me just see. Yep, first goal for Dewsbury-Hall. Was that the first goal for Neto? Is that the first goal for Neto? I think it might be. Yeah. First goal for Neto as well. So this is good, man. This is good. Great. Great play. This is the kind of game you need to take by the scruff of the neck, man. It's not easy. It's not easy. What's happening in the other game? Still 3-2 to Porto. Wild. Disasi giving away a foul and getting booked because, of course, he doesn't have the pace to keep up with a winger. That's why he shouldn't be a right back. The Gent fans are going crazy. They are supporting their team. Fair play to them. 18 minutes to go. Quite a lot of stewards separating them. Probably a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of argy-bargy maybe. Ooh. Conference League on a Wednesday night. Is it Wednesday? It's Thursday. Thursday night. What's going on there? Something with my screen. Okie dokie. 18 minutes to go. 4-1 to the boys in blue. This could have been a lot trickier than it looks, guys. When we were 1-0 up and Gent looked like they were going to score, wow, that's nice play from Dewsbury-Hall. He's on fire now. Maybe that goal can ignite him. Puts it into Felix, who just kind of fluffs it. Doesn't quite manage to get his feet out. Really hope that these goals help ignite the players. We've got Joao Felix, we've got Pedro Neto on the score sheet, and we've got Dewsbury-Hall on the score sheet. Joao Felix hasn't scored, but he's scored before. You want to see these goals. Change the energy, make it better. And let's get one more in this game. Wouldn't be a bad idea now, I reckon, to get on that Dyer or George. What's this, 17 minutes to go, 4-1 up. Give them a little taste of, European football. Full house at Stamford Bridge. Oh, nice play there from Gent. And well mopped up by Disasi at the back post. They're capable of some good play, this team, to be fair to them. They're no mugs. But Yeah. 4-1. Corner to Gent. 16 minutes to go. 16 minutes to go. Straight to the keeper. Keeper mops up. He's done everything he needed to do in this game, really. I don't think he was at fault at all for the goal. Oh, reconnecting. Okay. Lost connection there for a second, but we're good, I think. Yeah, Jorgensen's been solid. Hasn't had any terrible moments. Sanchez has been better this season, but he's still prone to those terrible moments. It's really frustrating to watch. So maybe Jorgensen can get a chance. Pedro Neto here with the long ball from the centre half, and he's like right at the edge of the box. Dewsbury-Hall running in. He's feeling it now. He has a shot with his left foot, and it's saved. Dewsbury-Hall is on fire now. That goal has lit a fire, and he's now. Oh, it's a deflection actually from the defender, so it's going out for a corner. Corner to Chelsea with 15 minutes to go. 15 minutes to go. Pedro Neto here. There was a nervy half an hour spell in this game where you just felt it could go either way. But luckily, the stars aligned. We got that early goal to make it 2-0. Gent pulled one straight back. And then it was just like bang, bang. Two brilliant goals in quick fire. So with 14 minutes to go now, it's 4-1. And looking a little bit more like cruising, to be honest, which is really nice. Really nice. So Pedro Neto flicks it in. Someone surely. They were queuing up at the back post there. Disasi throws himself into the goal. He almost takes the goal with him, but it's not ended up in the back of the net. That's a wonderful ball in from Neto. Slight flick there from the defender, and he's got like a chest on it, but couldn't manage to get it on target. Still 4-1, 13 minutes to go. Yeah, now it's just nice to haves, really. Let's get a goal for Mudryk. Let's maybe get one of the youngsters on. Don't concede anything else. Good professional play. And laugh at Man U, who are still 3-2 down. Araujo is coming on for Gent, but that's a name I think I remember from Barcelona. It can't be, surely. If it's who I think it is, that's a massive player. Maybe it's just a namesake. Let's have a look. Araujo. Oh, okay. So he's a guy who was in the Benfica team. I think I know that from FIFA. I think he might have been a super sub for me on FIFA back in the day. Oh, well, there you go. Good to see. Still crazily 3-2 to Porto. Unbelievable. Man U 2-0 up and then 3-2 down. Absolutely hilarious. 12 minutes to go here. Cassidy keeping the ball in tight space today. I think he could be a contender for man of the match in this. I don't think he's done anything wrong. Obviously, you've got all the goal scorers, but Cassidy's just not put a foot wrong. He's dictated the play in the midfield the whole game. And I think I said it before, he's probably it's the best I've ever seen him play in the blue. So good for him, man. We need someone else who can slot in when Caicedo, Lavia are unavailable. Or just you need to have a good depth of squad, man, with the defensive midfielders. That's a foul there against Joao Felix. Might be the last thing he does. Got a couple of players coming on here. I think Nkunku's coming off and Neto's coming off. Not the changes I would have made, but I guess Felix. Okay, so George, is that coming on? Yep, Mark Guyu coming on for Nkunku. So I imagine Guyu will slot into the number 9 position up front. And then we've got George coming on as well for Neto on the wing. So interesting. Last 10 minutes here. It would be amazing if either of these guys could get their first goal. That would be nice. Still got one eye on the other game, man. Oh my god, it gets worse or it gets better if you're not a Man U fan. Bruno Fernandes has been sent off. The Portuguese player, the captain that the Man U fans are absolutely hating on at the moment, has got a second yellow, so Man U are down to 10 men. They're 3-2 down at Porto, and they're down to 10 men, and they've lost their Portuguese player. Honestly, these headlines write themselves. If Ten Hag survives the night, I'll be stunned. It's time for a change, man. They need to get rid of him, honestly. I swear, the minute they get rid of him and get a decent manager in with tactics and a philosophy and a command of the press conferences and all that, they're going to be a lot better. They're, definitely. It's time for them to sack him, honestly. Hilarious. As a Chelsea fan, keep him. Keep him as long as possible. Gent here are breaking. So 9 minutes to go. Ooh, it's a nice shot there and a good save from Jorgensen. Pushing it past the post. Or maybe did it just go out naturally? I'm not sure if that was saved. I don't think so, actually. Yep, didn't touch it. It was just going wide. Short goal kick. Taken. Playing the ball back and forth. Disasi to George on the wing. Nice little play there from George. Beautiful. Little cameo there. He's free on the right hand side here. Mark Guyu finding himself in the box. Ooh, and he shoots, and it's oh yeah, it was Guyu. Like I said, Guyu, Cassidy, Felix, and Neto all look very similar from a distance, so I'm gonna get them mixed up. It's impossible not to. I like that he took that shot on. That's good. Quite far wide, but you do like to see it when a striker comes on and tries to get on the score sheet immediately. So the Ghent goalkeeper has kicked it out. Still 3-2 to Porto in the other game. Absolutely hilarious. We've got 6.5 minutes, 7.5 minutes, sorry, left in this game, plus extra time. Malo Gusto looking calm on the bench. Everything is good. Everything is good. This is turning out to be a very good performance with a slightly shaky 20-30 minutes in the middle. But to be fair, we weathered the storm, came out of the second half. I don't know what Enzo Maresca's putting in the water at halftime, but we're coming out in the second half all guns blazing at the moment. It's absolutely brilliant. So different to last season. Um, I think Pochettino was giving them kryptonite at halftime. It was a nightmare. So, can't complain. As a Chelsea fan, you cannot complain about this. This is decent. It's what you can expect from the Conference League. We should be winning these games. We should be winning them comfortably. So much more quality, so much more facilities, money spent, and all that. But you never know; these games can set you up for a shock. We lost away to Servette. We went through on aggregate, but we lost that game. And they had a few chances at Stamford Bridge. Jorgensen kind of kept us in it. Decent chance there from Gent as well. They could have scored, but pulled it wide. 6 minutes to go. 4-1. Is this going to be the final score? Manchester United, red card. For the second game running, Fernandez is off. He got sent off in his last game in the league. I forgot about that. Oh my god. It's almost like they're doing that on purpose to try and get the manager sacked. I don't know. It's just absolutely wild what's happening at Old Trafford these days. 5.5 minutes to go now. Just seeing this game out. Gent having a couple of little plays, but it's looking really good. Really good. Couple of little interplays here from Gent. Trying to leave a last mark on the game. Just had too much. The firepower is too strong. This is the benefit of having the strength of depth, you know? We're getting a lot of beef in the tabloids and so on for having too many players, spending too much money, building the squad, but we've got one of the lowest wage bills in Europe for a big team now. It's a third of what it used to be. We've got some of the hottest talent on 8, 9 year contracts. Not all of them are going to hit, but the ones who have hit already and are going to hit are going to be worth more than what we bought for them. And then you've got 7, 8 years of their playing before you need to sell them to make the profit. So it seems like a good model to me. It's wild. We've never seen it before in football, but I can't fault them at the moment. I can't fault them at the moment. They had high standards when they sacked Pochettino. They didn't do a Man U and just hold on to him for vibes because he had a decent couple of games at the end of the season. And yeah, man, Maresca. Maresca looks like a solid appointment so far. We'll see what it's like when we're playing one of the big boys. Like I said, Liverpool away is coming up soon. But so far, so good. So far, so good. Couldn't ask for more, honestly. So, Gent player lost his footing there. 3.5 minutes to go, just closing out this game now. And George has, no, he hasn't quite managed to win the ball back. He's given away a foul, actually. Jordan taking the free kick there, deep into their own half for Gent. And they've lost the ball. They've lost the ball. They've won it back. Shield kicks it all the way back to Jorgensen, and Jorgensen resets from the back. Still 3-2 to Porto. Absolutely mental. Looking back at that dismissal, a worthy fact arises. Having not received a single red card in any of his first 241 appearances in all competitions for Man U, Fernandez has now received his second card in 2 games. When it rains, it pours, man. Just like at Old Trafford. Crazy. Okay. Chelsea are knocking on the door here. A couple of minutes left. I can't imagine there's going to be much extra time here. 1 or 2 minutes max. Then we can wrap this up. I think we've already kind of stressed the feeling about this game, like who's played well. Mudrik's been bright. He's gone a bit quiet for the last 20, 30 minutes, but he was bright in the first half. Dewsbury-Hall popped up with a decent goal, and he's been solid. I'd say man of the match, Cassidy, probably. Renato Vega getting his first goal, Pedro Neto getting his first goal. These are all good things. We just had that kind of shaky 20 minutes where Gent kept the ball and were passing it around a bit. They managed to get a goal when we went 2-0 up and made it a little bit hairy. But all things considered, it's a professional performance from what is, I'd say, probably half of a first team, half of a second team. Would have liked to maybe see a goal or a bit more of contribution from Joao Felix. He's been a little bit quiet today. Let's please just end this Sassi at right back thing. That's the one gripe I'm having with Maresca. He seems to, for some reason, think that this works. I just don't think it works. But apart from that, pretty happy with the result. No, very happy with the result. Pretty happy with the performance. And our next game is at the weekend, I believe. Yep, Nottingham Forest at Sunday. Oh, Gent have scored. Gent have scored. Gent have scored. Just as I was wrapping up and saying this is a professional performance, only the one goal conceded, we've conceded twice. So 4-2, Chelsea 4, Gent 2. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. Thank goodness we scored those extra goals. As I was saying, next game is Sunday, the 6th of October. This coming Sunday at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And then there's the international break. So the next game is on the 20th of October, another 2 weeks later. So if we can win that game against Forest, then that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wins on the bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins on the bounce if we can win the game at the weekend. 6 wins in a row. And then before that, we only drew against Palace. We went through against Servette, even though we lost the game, we went through. And then before that, we won against Wolves. We won against Servette. And the only other game is we lost the first game against Man City, who's the best team in the world. So it's looking really good, man. We're probably conceding a little bit too many goals. Still, Mudryk cutting inside here, and that's a really nice play from him. 4 minutes extra time, 4-2 up, 3 minutes to go. And this isn't quite as comfortable as I thought it would be here at the end, but let's take the good with the bad. It's all good. At least we're not Man United. Oh, they've managed to score. The 10 men of Man United have got a goal back, and it's Harry Maguire stepping up 90 plus 1 minutes. Wow. His name's Jacob Harry Maguire. Didn't know that. Cool. Well, good for them. Still a disaster. Gent are attacking again. This is mad. They've skied it. This is the kind of thing that's going to bother Maresca, I'm sure. Is not clinically seeing out this game. We're 4-1 up. Just see it out. Why is it 4-2 and then they're attacking? 2 more minutes to go. It's probably going to be fine, but, if this was a United or a by United I mean Newcastle United or Liverpool or an Arsenal, dangerous teams, then yeah, you wouldn't want to be playing like this at the end. Do you know what I mean? So 1.5 minutes to go. Another Vega on the ball in the middle of the pitch. 1 minute 20 to go. Jorgensen with the ball. Passing it out to the right-hand side. It's a throw-in to Chelsea right here. Maresca pretty much picking up the ball. And Disasi, the greatest right back in all of football, passing it from the throw-in into the pitch. Yes. Again, Cassidy just towering in and winning that ball back. Interesting flick from Felix, but not really. 30 seconds to go here. And it's looking very much like that game is going to end 4-2. Gent have the ball at the halfway line. Nice pace there for Mudryk to keep the ball. That's lovely play. Dewsbury-Hall, George, and Cassidy linking up. Again, I think Cassidy has to have the man of the match. Yellow card to Gent. This game is probably over. This game is probably over. So, before we sign out, thank you very much to the people who've been in the chat. We had Funky Fusion, Drogba Fan, we had Dennis, we had Alex, who's been here at almost every live stream. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time. It's been a pleasure. I've been Sandy Jones. Stay tuned to the Sandy Jones Show. Catch you the next one.